Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where you may be noticing that this is the main menu. There is a reason for that, and that reason is... drumroll. Paradox broke our save. Excellent. Okay, so they released hotfix 1.0.1, which is incompatible with 1.0 Iron Man saves, which is what we had with our Egypt game. So, we are faced with an option. I was able to load into it, but I suspect things are going to be a little broken, so I think we're just going to go ahead and start over with the hotfix. Now, as for what we're going to play as, I don't know yet. I mean, we could play as Egypt again. The main problem with Egypt is that it takes so long to secure the source of the iron. We never actually managed it in the last game. So that's something. We could play as Rome, which is kind of the traditional thing. And I haven't, of course, played as anything other than Egypt, and I briefly played as Macedon in a multiplayer game with Harley. Other than that, I haven't really done anything, and I kind of want to stick to a recommended nation. I'm not in the mood for the Seleucids, I think, or for Phrygia. Carthage is an interesting option. And then, of course, there's Egypt and Rome. I don't know, maybe I should try out Rome. I haven't played as Rome yet. We are not going to be ticking the Iron Man box here because I don't want to be in this situation again. Yeah, I think let's go ahead and try it out as Rome. What could possibly go wrong? Senatus Populesque Romanus. For over 20 years, the nascent Roman Republic has fought a harsh campaign against the Samnite people to the south. Although victory often seemed far from grasp, the war ended in Rome's favor, resulting in the liberation of the important Greek city of Neapolis. The Samnites, however, having retreated to lick their wounds, are far from defeated. In the north, the Etruscan people eyed the expansion of the Republic with apprehension. To the south, myriad Greek city-states plot behind one another's backs, all the while appealing to their benefactors in Greece for aid. On the far-flung island of Sicily, the foreign invasion of the mysterious Carthaginian Empire threatens to upset the precarious balance of power in the region. Will Rome rise victorious, or fall to internal strife and barbaric hordes? The fate of the Republic rests in your hands. For the Republic! Okay, so, what do we have here? Marsia appears to be likely ours already. Yeah, they are feudatory to us. Interesting. We can get a new invention, and we actually have +6 monthly civic power. That is impressive. Okay. Also, I would like to address something that I've been seeing online a lot, and I realize I don't have the biggest audience by any means, or particularly any large amount of clout, but my opinion is that this is not, unlike a lot of people's opinion, a fundamentally bad game. I think that there's a lot of promise here that will be developed over the course of expansions. I think that currently, if you compare the current iteration of Imperator to, say, Europa 4, it is a worse game. But you also have to figure that Imperator is a far less mature game than Europa. Europa has been under constant development for 6 years. Imperator just released, and I'm only talking post-release development. So I think my opinion is it's an okay game as it sits right now. It's perfectly serviceable, in my opinion. I love the theme. I love the way the game looks. It looks amazing. And it plays fairly well as well. But I think the Paradox will continue to improve it. It's similar enough to Europa. I'm hoping that we're not going to see another Hearts of Iron 4 situation where they kind of just pull resources from it quietly and just kind of leave it out to die. I feel like that's what Hearts of Iron 4 has had. And I feel like Hearts of Iron 4 is actually in a very similar place. I don't hate that game. In fact, I like it quite a lot. It's just, it feels a little abandoned. Anyway, Let's take a look at our tech here. How much tax are we getting? 8.39. 5% of that would be pretty decent. Omen power would be pretty decent. Army morale recovery. Tech speed. We are going for tech speed. I like tech speed. What else do we have here? We can get another one, and we're absolutely going to. I'm leaning towards national tax. There we go. Okay, we can do an Omen, and you know me, we're going for Ceres. Excellent. Now, we don't have a commander in our 1st Legion or our 1st Navy. So let's go ahead and put somebody that's kind of old. Do we have any Scorned families? We have a lot of Scorned families. Okay. Tremulii, Valerii, Cornelii. This is a lot. Tremulus. There's one. Okay. So, that family should no longer be Scorned, theoretically. And then Valerius. Or Cornelius. Or Apuleius. The Julii are currently Scorned. Well, that's inauspicious. How far down do we have to go here? Licinius, Donatus, Libo. Here's one. He has 3 martial. Well, there's a reason you guys are Scorned. It's because you suck. Actually, is Curai? He's a member of the Fulvi family. Oh, of course. It's the middle name that's the family name in Latin. Or rather, in Roman names. I always forget that. So, Cornelius. This guy. He would work. And I think we put the wrong guy in here. He is a member of the Tremulii family. So yeah, actually that's the right guy. That'll work. Okay. So what do we got going on here? We have our feudatory here. We have, is this another feudatory? Yep, you're a feudatory. You, I believe, are a feudatory. Yeah. Is this also a feudatory over here? Hello. Okay. Yeah. And this down here, too. Eukarya. Excellent. So we can actually see our feudatories by mousing over that, I guess. Kind of? Kind of. Oh, we actually hold this directly. That's a little awkward. So we do want to fight the Samnites, for sure. Okay. So we have our 1st Legion here. And it's set up pretty well, actually. I'm okay with this. What's our supply limit like over here? Around 30? And we currently have a supply weight of 17. So we might want to consider enlarging this army pretty substantially. So let's go ahead and build 2 units of archers, 2 units of Principe. I always want to leave off that S, but that's not how Latin works. And 2 cohorts of Auxilia. Okay, there we go. We'll just expand that up about 6,000 men to 21,000 for now. That should give us pretty close to our supply limit in some of these more far-flung regions. Now then, the Samnites. We probably want to fight them. They're currently in an alliance with the Lucanians, which is interesting. The Lucanians have 16 cohorts. Okay. What about the Etruscans? The Etruscan League is probably going to be a little tougher, right? Yeah, they have 23 cohorts currently. That said, we do have all of our feudatories. And that's something we should take into account here. We have how many feudatory armies? Well, we have 24k plus 10, so 34k, and then 39k. So 39 cohorts in feudatories. Plus, we're going to have 21 cohorts of our own. We should maybe consider bringing that up to around 30 in time. But for right now, I don't think that's going to be, strictly speaking, necessary. Let's take a quick look at the state of our government here. Oh, factions in the Senate. See, we haven't dealt with this yet, and that's actually really neat. So we can endorse particular factions to give them seats in the Senate while increasing our tyranny. Fascinating. Very fascinating. Well, who would have guessed that Imperator Rome might be better playing Rome than, you know, other things? I never would have seen that coming. Okay, well, let's give this a bit of a go. Of course, we do have 200 oratory power. And the question is, do we want to attack the Samnites immediately? I kinda do. We are going to be fighting the Lucanians, but that's only a grand total of 23 cohorts. Which realistically isn't that bad. We could maybe recruit in like one more round of Secretarii, Principes, and Auxilia. So that would bring us up to 24. And then, of course, we can't declare war in the first month of the game, so let's just go ahead and take this forward. I think we're pretty much ready. Now, they did optimize the day tick, and I can actually feel it already. I'm glad they did that in that hotfix. That needed to happen. The day tick was a little on the slow side. But for right now, it's feeling okay. And like I said, I do truly believe that this could become a great game, assuming they don't drop support for it. Give it enough time for them to release 2 or 3 expansions to it, and I think it'll be quite good. A lot of people view that as a problem. I don't. Oh, Sabinia wants a defensive league. You know what? Sure. Would you guys accept a feudatory? Influence actions, perhaps? Offer feudatory status. Not right now, but soon, I think. Now we're currently losing money. And the reason for that appears to be primarily army maintenance. We're not making that much money via taxes. So we might want to consider doing something about that. And the question is what? Well, let's head into our economy tab and take a quick look at what we've got going on here. I don't think we need fleet maintenance for a while. That'll save us a little money. I don't think we need fort maintenance right now. That'll save us a little money. And then we are currently on default taxation and trading permits. That's fine. Wait, what is this? Since when can we do this? Did I completely miss this in the Egypt campaign, or is this new? Is this a Roman thing? This is really neat, actually. We can directly turn money into power? The cost of conversion increases with each use under the same ruler. That's fine, though. Like, I mean, it had to. There's no way they could let that be a thing. So I feel like we need to expand, basically immediately, if we're going to maintain this army that we've built. So let's just go ahead and let it all group up. And let's take a quick look at what our supply limit is. 27. Okay. So we can actually be pretty far south here. We can be in Capua. And that's exactly where we're going to go. Okay, let's tick forward. We're going to march down there, and we are going to need to attack quite quickly if we're going to make this be a thing. Now, they are building up their army, the Samnites are. I mean, I don't blame them. The Ascendants of Rome. The end of the recent conflict with our enemies in Etruria and Samnium have left our republic as the strongest power on the Italian peninsula. Our victory has firmly convinced our feudatories in the value of supporting our cause, and has shown other small states that the value of being on our side. Okay, whatever. Roman settlers are now moving on their own accord into the regions to our north and east, establishing new colonies, expecting our protection. Everyone now looks to us, from Samnium and Etruria to Sicily and Carthage, awaiting our next move. I sing of warfare and a man at war. We've gained claims on the following provinces: Tuscia, Etruria, Campania, Apulia, Lucania, and Picenum. Picenum? Something like that. I mean, free claims are nice, that's for sure. An alliance offer from Sabinia. I will accept that. Okay. So I kind of want to attack Samnium, right? Lucania would join in, but is that a problem? Lucania has 19 cohorts right now. Is there anything that we can do diplomatically to break up that alliance there? I'm not sure there is, but I mean, 19 cohorts, even that's not really a problem, right? Because we've got so many feudatories, plus we've now got Sabinia up here to think about. Interesting. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will consider our next move as the Republic of Rome. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.